Hello and welcome to the Slingshot Channel. This episode isn't about slingshots, it's about bladed weapons, because I like those too. I want you to vote for the most badass bladed weapon that I can find. To test these, I made a huge block of extra stiff ballistic gelatin. The first is a knife made by Havel On in the US, actually out of Ohio. And you see, it looks like medication, and it kind of is, because when you unpack it, it comes in a nice case. It looks like a regular folder, but it's not, because if you open it, you see that this actually is a surgical blade, a scalpel. And you can remove it and replace it, and they even give you replacement blades with it. Nice, they're even sterile. Why is this so badass? Because see how thin the blade is and how sharp. Scalpels are the sharpest blades that you can possibly imagine. It also has a liner lock, so the blade locks just like a regular quality folder. Let's see if it cuts through this thick gelatin. Sure does. Havel On tops this with the Barracuda model. It's not cute, it's actually quite huge. So because this is the big brother. See? If you open this one, now look at that scalpel blade. It's so sharp, unbelievable, and thin. The cutting test as well. Oh. That's really a badass knife, don't you think? Next is one of my all-time favorite knives. I've actually used it before. It's this one. It's the cold steel Espada in the largest size. The beauty of the Espada is that you can really use it to hack, because it has the triad lock, which is like really a super strong lock. And now let's hack with it. Okay. This is certainly a dangerous blade, but it's not as sharp as the thin Havel On knives. Havel On knives, thin, means great for cutting, but not good for stabbing, since they can break off easily. And now we're looking at quite the opposite, because what I present to you now is one of the most badass knives of all times. I present to you the Microtech Commando dagger. Let me show you its features. It looks quite dangerous even in the sheath. See, because that's machined aluminum and you can really use it as a club. It has an open end where you can put in stuff. It's watertight, so you can put in all kinds of equipment. And if you open it, you have to unwind it, and out comes this beautiful three-bladed knife. This one is really sharp at the tip, but totally blunt at the sides, because it's not needed. And the reason for this knife is so that if you poke it in and pull it out, it will create an opening that will not seal by itself, so it will bleed profusely. Look at the damage. Jagdkommando, by the way, is German and it means hunting commando. And I think it is issued to a part of the Austrian forces. This would not be the Slingshot Channel if I would not also present something homemade for you. It's this one. It's actually a saw Morningstar. The chain is made from one of these pocket saws that you can easily find in like camping equipment stores. But I attached a heavy 30mm steel ball to it, and on the other hand I attached a pole. With Morningstars you always have to take care that the chain isn't as long as the handle, because otherwise you're in for some painful experiences. So now in theory you can throw this around the neck of your opponent and then pull and create some painful wound. Like this. That was painful. Let's test it on the gelatin. So we put it on here and then we pull. See the jagged wound that it cut? The ball can also inflict some damage, I think. Which one is the most badass bladed weapon? Go to my forum, link down there, and vote. And the lucky winner will get a special prize that I'm not allowed to announce here. Hope you liked it, because that's it for today. Thanks and bye-bye. Okay, a small update on the AR480. As you see, I now have a bipod, and I also invested into a cool telescopic sight. And it's not nice weather today, so there won't be any long distance shooting, but just a small demonstration. We take one of these steel balls, and someone rightfully pointed out to me that it's safer to load it before you cock the mechanism. So, slide this thing to the front, put the notch over this. Cock the weapon. Cock the hammer. And then fire away. Now we'll try to hit a little ping pong ball from about 10 meters. That was a hit. It went clean through. The bipod, by the way, is foldable, so you can simply unlock it and clamp it down. Also note that I put the whisker biscuit here at an angle, so I can really install the whisker biscuit to shoot bolts and arrows within a few seconds. What an amazing weapon. I hope next weekend's gonna be sunny, then we'll test it from 50 and 70 meters.